What's up, designers? Let's go through the tier list vision board. Now, we're not going to have to make anything new, really. We're just going to adjust what we already have, building on everything that we've done before. So remember, you want to close the sidebar, play some music, and let's hop into learning about what the tier list is. So the tier list is a simple ranking of 4 categories. Everything starts at bronze, and then it goes up from silver, gold to diamond. Every project has a tier list ranking, and like I said, it starts at bronze. And what this aims to do is try to teach you what are like the most memorable parts of your life or your year and stuff like that. Let's open the tier list mini guide to learn a bit more. And so basically, it's like a ranking system to discover what's truly meaningful to you. Because you can list all of these projects that you want to do, and there's going to be so many different things that you want to do in life. But unless you know exactly what really inspires you or like sparks your drive, you're not really going to be motivated to pursue any of them until you realize out of all the things that we did in Octacore, there's a big reason why we did the vision board in Octacore first, learning about all these different areas of life and what we'd like to do in them. And now we're ranking them because we have this broad spectrum and understanding of what we want to do in life. And now we're going to hone in on what actually matters, because in each of those different categories of Octacore, there's so many things that we'd love to do. But now we need to figure out what's actually important. So let's do that. So diamond are the most memorable achievements of your life. Gold are amazing highlights. Silver are meaningful achievements. And bronze is the base level of achievement, because everything is meaningful, but there are categories to this. So let's learn a bit more in depth. So again, you've got the 4 categories here. And this is how best to use the tier list. So something like ranking what countries you'd like to travel to. This is just an example to make it easier for you to understand. So for example, for me, places I would love to travel to, and I have traveled to recently, Japan and Thailand are like my diamond achievements. So imagine if I set myself the goal of like traveling to a bunch of countries, but I realized like it costs a lot of money to do this. And if I spent $5,000 on traveling to Japan versus spending $5,000 on traveling to Fiji, I probably won't have the motivation to save that amount of money if it's only a bronze list. But if it's a diamond, I'm going to be like, yes, this is something that's going to give me so much fulfillment. It's going to give me so much joy that I will work so hard to save up to visit that place. And think about this for all of the things that you want to do in life. If you're putting all of this time and effort into a bronze achievement, you're not really going to have the drive to do it. But if you know that these things are worthwhile, they're diamond achievements, you're going to want to have to put all of that hard work that it's going to take to be able to pull that off in the first place. So this is one example. We're going to go over many. And this is one mistake that I know that a lot of people do when I talk to them about the tier list. So you could take like one achievement from a gold section and compare it to another one. So let's say getting a new job and contribution might be gold or even diamond, but also reading an amazing book in an Octacore attribute like intelligence would also be a gold achievement. But when you start to compare them, you might think, reading a book is nothing compared to getting a new and better job objectively, but this sabotages the intrinsic fulfillment that we get from different areas of life. And this is really important to understand, because if you think in this way that you have to compare these 2 different areas of life and think that they have to equate in terms of their tier list ranking, you're really undermining how important these different areas of life are. And you'll learn more about that in the Octacore course we have in the focus games, but let's leave that for that. And one more thing that you might make mistakes with in terms of a tier list ranking is thinking of other people's opinions. So you might think, oh, if someone saw my travel list, they would think Japan is not a diamond tier achievement, or Thailand is not a diamond tier achievement. They might flip this list on its head. And if it's you, you probably would. Because we shouldn't have the same tier list rankings, because we each need to learn to live our own lives and have our own preferences and likes. And so this is why I say life game design is primarily a single player experience, because what you value in life is unique and you need to know those things. So don't let other people determine what truly fulfills you. And with that said, let's continue the tier list vision here, and let's go straight into a kind of test ranking. I'm going to show you what it's like to do a ranking at the start. So over here, we're going to do some movies. So I'm going to click this button to show the movies that we're going to rank, just as a guide to show you what it's like to rank them. And then we're going to click here when we're done. You've also got the tier list mini guide here if you kind of forget what you're doing, but basically just to change the tier, you don't want to drag and drop things because it won't end up in the right category. You're going to use the button here. So you click that and you set it to whatever it is. So for me, Lord of the Rings trilogy, instant diamond, Star Wars, instant diamond, Infinity War. It was amazing. I remember being so hyped in the cinemas, but I don't think it's as iconic as those. Jurassic Park, I feel the same. Terminator was pretty alright. And I would say the same for The Matrix. Now, that's pretty much our tier list ranking done. And it's up to you what you rank these movies. But really, this is just to get you familiar with changing the rankings of them. So yeah, like I said, you don't want to be dragging and dropping things because it will create an error at the start. Once something is in the category, then it's easier to drag and drop, but it will come up with this message every time that you want to do it. So it's a lot easier just to click on the card itself and change it like that. Cool. So you've also got this other view, which is a ranking list. It just shows it in a simpler list like this instead of without the pictures, but I think with the pictures it looks a lot more cooler. Now we're going to go and do this for our actual vision board. So these are going to disappear. This is not a part of our actual vision board, but it could be. You know, you could want to watch all of these iconic things. But anyways, let's go on to rank our actual tier list. And now we can see from what we did in the octa-core vision, we have all our stuff down here in bronze. And now with all of these things, you just want to follow your heart and just rank them as if you were doing your own tier list ranking, like you see a lot of people do these days, which is really cool. So for me, like getting shredded, losing 5 kg would be huge for me. I would put that in a diamond. Buy my dream car, honestly, I love cars, but I'm not like, I've had my dream car before when I was younger, and the level of joy that gave me, it was cool, but it wasn't that great. So honestly, I wouldn't want to spend that money on that particular thing. And that tells me something really important, where I want to spend my time and energy. Running a 5K race, I love weightlifting way more than I love running, but I think the fact that a challenge for me like that would make me grow quite a bit. Again, I'll put that in silver. For me, learning a skill like karate, not that important, so I'm going to leave that in bronze. Moving to a new apartment or getting my own place, that's going to be quite big. I'm going to say that's a gold thing, but I know that's going to be way more in the future. Getting a new computer, you can see I already have one here, but I remember when I purchased that thing, that was such a massive highlight for me. So I'm going to put that in diamond. Going to Japan again, already done that. Was one of the most pivotal experiences of my life. I went with my friends, it was super cool. I'm going to say rewatching Lord of the Rings goes in gold. Skydiving, again, big diamond thing. Learn to cook a new recipe, I would say that's silver. So I'm just going to blast through all of these, and then you'll see them at the end once I skip through. All right, so I just went ahead and blitzed through all of the things that I wanted to rank. And now this tells me something really important. This shows me out of all of those aspirations that I had in all of those different areas of life, now I know exactly what is really calling to me and what I should spend all of my attention on, because we had all of those different 8 categories. There was so many things we wanted to do in all of them, and now we can really focus on what actually matters. Because here's the thing, you have a limited amount of time on this earth, and you can't do everything that you want to do. So we have to make sure we spend that time intentionally. So yeah, for me, these are things that I've already kind of done. Something I haven't done yet, earning more than 100K per year, going to Thailand with my best friends, and deepening a romantic relationship. I am in one now, but it hasn't been past a year, but it is very meaningful to me. But anyways, I think, you know, having this understanding of your goals is so important, and that's why I wanted to do this with you guys. And at this stage, it's pretty much done. That's it for the tier list. And in the ultimate vision, what we're going to be able to do is combine the both of them. So you're going to be able to see your octa-core categories, and you're going to be able to see the tier list at the same time. So now is share this to community and show me what your diamond and gold visions are, and let's help you work on them. And now you can complete this game over here. Just say I'm all done, and it will give you the achievement again. You got the tier list vision board achievements, and you can see your progress in the vision games here. So we've done these two, we've done octa-core, tier list, and the ultimate is going to be a bit similar to this. You don't really need to edit anything in the ultimate. I'm just going to show you some new ways that you can view your vision, which are going to be really cool. So it's not going to take more than 10 minutes. And we're also going to get ready for the design mini games, which are in the next sequence of this. So what I want you to do is click this to unlock the ultimate vision board, and click this button to head straight there, and I'll see you in that tutorial. Let's go, designers.